What if all 32 NFL teams had to find a new sponsor with a person, product, or company that perfectly fit their identity and culture?
Waste management is very successful financially. We have 22 million customers. We have 20,000 trucks.
We think we know what direction each club would go in. So with that, let's dive into one hilarious sponsor idea for all 32 NFL teams. Arizona Cardinals, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know how Marvel chooses quantity over quality in that they would rather just throw together a ton of superhero movies instead of making high-value and must-watch content?
Astrid, your father gave you a very tough Viking name and I intend to honor his wishes.
Axel.
Astrid.
I said Axel.
Astrid.
Well, the Cardinals are basically that with Kyler Murray. Atlanta Falcons, 283 series. If you know, you know. Y'all get the 283 reference. So, what is the 283 series? Well, it's an EMU train used by the West Japan Railway Company that opened its doors in 1996. Baltimore Ravens, Raven Industries, based in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, is a national leader in manufacturing agricultural products. They've experienced a roller coaster ride the past decade, reporting significant revenue losses in 2015, 2016, 2019, and 2020. Buffalo Bills, Adele. No Super Bowl-less franchise has gone through more heartbreaking defeats than the Bills. Adele, one of the world's biggest music stars, has made a living off of sad songs such as When We Were Young, Someone Like You, and Hello. Carolina Panthers, Starbucks. You need a whole ton of coffee in order to stay awake and watch the sad product that the Carolina Panthers roll out these days. Chicago Bears, the WWE. Fans complain over and over again. The product barely changes, fans threaten to stop watching, but they just keep coming back. Cincinnati Bengals, Amazon. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos is known for overworking and underpaying his employees and creating a very toxic work environment. Well, Bengals owner Mike Brown has always been on the cheap side despite being a multi-billionaire. He hates having to pay star players and often drags out negotiations when it's absolutely unnecessary. Cleveland Browns, Waste Management Incorporated. The Browns have wasted an unbelievable amount of big-name talents, especially quarterbacks, since they reactivated as a franchise in 1999. Dallas Cowboys, National Museum of American History. Museums are the best way to learn about and relive the past. Well, no NFL team and its fans love clinging to the past more than the Dallas Cowboys. Denver Broncos, Curaleaf. The cannabis giant seems fitting for the Broncos since Colorado and Washington were the first two states to legalize recreational use of marijuana. Plus, former Broncos star quarterback Jake Plummer has been an outspoken advocate for CBD and medicinal marijuana. Detroit Lions, Brendan Fraser. The Lions' resurgence under Dan Campbell began in 2022, the very same year that Brendan Fraser enjoyed a career renaissance with the 2022 hit film The Whale. Green Bay Packers, the Cheesecake Factory. I mean, come on, why not? Wisconsin is the dairy state. Packers fans are known as the Cheeseheads. The perfect fit. Houston Texans, ADT Inc. The Texans have had well-documented issues protecting their quarterbacks by churning out horrible offensive line units. Maybe the Texans could learn about protection by teaming up with ADT Inc., one of the nation's leading home security system companies. Indianapolis Colts, Dance Dance Revolution. Players in DDR need to be quick on their feet, moving as fast as possible to the music. In other words, you gotta shuffle your feet. Well, them Colts love shuffling through quarterbacks. Jacksonville Jaguars, J.G. Wentworth. You ever see those iconic J.G. Wentworth 877 Cash Now commercials? Well, since becoming the Jaguars owner, Shad Khan has burned through an unbelievable amount of money on big-name free agents, all of them having failed to pan out. Kansas City Chiefs, Zebra Technologies. The Chiefs have been getting tremendous assistance from the NFL referees in the Patrick Mahomes era. Refs are also known as Zebras because of their black and white striped uniforms. So, Zebra Technologies, a major computing company based in Lincolnshire, Illinois, is the ideal sponsor for the NFL's Golden franchise. Las Vegas Raiders, Mercedes-Benz E-Class. Mercedes-Benz E-Class luxury car looks beautiful on the outside and may seem like a dream car, but as far as luxury vehicles go, it is renowned for having never-ending mechanical issues. The Raiders and Mercedes-Benz E-Class. They look pretty on the outside, but they sure don't work that well. Los Angeles Chargers, Lego. The Chargers are like a giant Lego set. They have all the pieces to build something monumental and special, but you know it is just never coming together. Los Angeles Rams, great clips. Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Tyler Higbee, and Jimmy Garoppolo are just a handful of folks on the Rams who have spiffy 10 out of 10 hair. Yeah, honestly, we're shocked that the Rams and great clips aren't working together. Miami Dolphins, United Health Group Inc. The Dolphins keep getting hit hard by the injury bug. Tua Tagovailoa has not been able to stay healthy since his promising 2020 rookie year. Bradley Chubb and Jalen Phillips, their top two pass rushers, keep getting hurt too. The Dolphins should just team up with United Health and see if a partnership will help their unfortunate injury luck. Minnesota Vikings. Tinder. Get expectations up, only to be let down when it matters most. The Vikings and Tinder are the perfect match. New England Patriots, Blockbuster. The Patriots were like Blockbuster during their dynastic run with Tom Brady and Belichick. Everyone went to Blockbuster, just like how everyone closely followed the Patriots. But Blockbuster is irrelevant now, with just one surviving location in Bend, Oregon. Just like how the Patriots are irrelevant. New Orleans Saints, Chicago Bulls. The Saints and Bulls love clinging to past glory and stay there. Also, they both refuse to rebuild because the front office and ownership are just okay with the mushy middle. That is, they're happy to compete for a playoff spot, but don't really care about being a championship contender. They also don't want to full-on rebuild and tank for a while, so they both remain a middling team. New York Giants, Powerball. You could argue that the Giants are the luckiest franchise in NFL history. If not for Jim Burton knocking Joe Montana out of the 1986 divisional round, wide right, David Tyree's helmet catch, and Wes Welker's drop, well, this team would not have 4 Super Bowls. Maybe the Giants should start working with Powerball since, hey, Lady Luck is always on their side when it matters most. New York Jets, Happy Madison Productions. Adam Sandler's comedy movie production company has delivered many big hits. The Jets are a never-ending laughingstock. The failed Aaron Rodgers experiment, Woody Johnson nixing a Jerry Jeudy trade because of his Madden rating. The annual NFL circus always starts and ends in Jets land. So hell, why not ask Sandler to sponsor the football team? See if he could make a comedy film inspired by the Jets.
Stick with the Jets, and now look at us. My heart hurts, fellas.
Philadelphia Eagles, Kleenex. Don't deny it, Eagles fans. You know your franchise whines and complains more than any other. I mean, y'all wanted Nick Sirianni out a year ago. Some of you thought that Jalen Hurts was overrated. And a few of you were furious over the Saquon Barkley signing.
What's your Eagles confession, man?
Hated Saquon Barkley.
Dude!
Yeah, I know. Lucky he proved himself. Now
You were
it's okay.
so wrong.
Oh, did he mention the time your fans booed Santa Claus? Why can't you be happy? Here, let a Kleenex wipe away those tears. Pittsburgh Steelers, the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Controversial podcast host Joe Rogan and Steelers QB Aaron Rodgers love spreading wild conspiracy theories and COVID-19 misinformation. Well, now that the 4-time MVP is a member of the Steelers, who better to sponsor them for the 2025 season than Mr. Rogan himself? San Francisco 49ers, the History Channel. The 49ers were the NFL's golden franchise from 1981 to 1994, but you have to do plenty of history research to revisit the 49ers' successful past. Seattle Seahawks, Brandon Ruth. The Seahawks had their one flash-in-the-pan moment in 2013, riding Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Boom to a Super Bowl 48 championship. However, they have been awfully irrelevant ever since, with only a single postseason win since 2017. American actor Brandon Ruth has a similar tale to tell. He got his first big hit as the star of the 2006 Superman Returns, the blockbuster film, but that was it for Ruth, who was essentially a one-hit wonder in Hollywood. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Baker Hughes Company. When your starting quarterback is Baker Mayfield, who has enjoyed a beautiful career resurgence in Tampa, why not the oil field and energy technology giant? Mayfield brings the energy and passion to the Bucs. It's time to bake, baby! Tennessee Titans, United States Postal Service. Like the U.S. Postal Service, the Titans don't deliver on Sundays. The Titans have only won 16 games since 2022, and a chunk of those have come on Monday and Thursday nights. Washington Commanders, Pokemon. Pokemon was only roughly the biggest deal ever in the 90s and early 2000s. Then it was largely irrelevant from 2002 to 2015 before an unexpected resurgence in 2016. And now it is officially cool again. The Commanders were once a modern NFL franchise with Joe Gibbs coaching them to Super Bowl championships in 1982, 1987, and 1991. Then they were a complete afterthought during Dan Snyder's disastrous 24-year run as the owner. New owner Josh Harris, GM Adam Peters, head coach Dan Quinn, and QB Jaden Daniels have made Washington a must-watch and popular again. Coming off a surprise NFC Championship game appearance, Washington looks poised poised to enjoy a giant resurgence after spending much of the 2000s and 2010s in irrelevance, just like Pokemon. But hey, which other hilarious sponsor idea should we have included for your favorite NFL team? Do you agree with our choices? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, then clicking the like button helps us out a ton, and you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.